Alright, getting the show together. We gotta write a skit and a script for this show. So we got plenty of time to do... Wait a minute. What day is it? What day is it? Insert some cool. Go now, 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 now! Whew. That was close. Almost didn't have a show prepared. Let's go to the intro. Hello everyone and welcome to the 10th episode of Season 5. And before we jump into all the action, if you could, please thumbs up this video and make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you don't miss any new interviews or episodes. Also, the best way to support this channel is to buy the shirts at threadless.com. A link is in the description. Each purchase directly supports SCR and allows us to continue to produce super cool content like this episode. Going to open this show with something a little bit different. I'm going to feature the latest single from Rona. This UK-based musician composes lo-fi alt-indie music with folk and Americana influences, which she crafts in her caravan home studio in West Wales. A songwriter and performer since youth, she records, produces, and mixes all of her own music. The latest single, Sense, is a vulnerable exploration of what it means to feel. Tense with pensive melancholy, Rona sings about the harsh realities of struggling with mental health, scribbling the lyrics on our hearts, rendering them captivated and our eyes teary. This is Sense by Rona. Check it out.
Get a grip, take a look at yourself for a minute. You let it slip when you chose a world without you in it. Bite my lip and chew my tongue to remember how it was when we were young. Oh, faithful friends, you have your fun, and I'll join you when all this mess is done. Don't know how to hold this heavy like a wet mist. And I let this fog surround me, drowsy watching TV. My vision's cracked and broken, nothing left to hold on to. Well, my mother'd lost her senses, please excuse my absences. My mother'd lost her senses. Get a grip. Take a look at yourself for a minute. Yeah, you let it slip when you chose a world without you in it.
Once again, that was Sense by Rona Mac. Please check out and support this great artist from the UK. And before we jump into the latest topics and news, let's check in with my man DJ JC from the Brutal Block about some of the upcoming shows that are on his radar. This is the monthly Mayhem Roundup. Check it out.
What's up, everyone? It's DJ JC, and I'm here on the block with your monthly Mayhem Roundup. Here's what we got going on for the month of April. Sounds of the Street takes place Friday, April 28th, and it's being done by Smash Concerts. Run Silent, Phoenix Rising, Alien Carnival, Legal Limit, and more will be at this show. Tickets are on sale at Eventbrite. The doors open at 6, and this is an all-ages show. You can find the show at the Diesel Concert Venue at 33151 23 Mile Road, Chesterfield, 48047. Oscoda Underground presents Bottoms Up and Stoned. We have Warhand, Venom of Virtue, and True Burn. This is taking place April 22nd. No cover, but it is a 21 up show. You can find this show at 107 South State Street, Oscoda, Michigan. 99 Rock, 97X, and Club LA present Gunshine, April 7th, 2023. Show starts at 7 p.m. and our boys Love the Hate will be sharing the stage with Gunshine. You can find it at 34876 Emerald Coast Parkway. And for more information, check out www.rockdestin.com. Yo Mama Productions presents Desert Fest 2023. It's a free all-age show and will be taking place April 8th at 3 p.m. Cafe 247 at 32866 Old Woman Springs Road. Our boys Diabology will be playing this show. And they have two stages, a metal stage and a punk stage. So this is definitely something you want to check out. Chancla Academy Rock Festival, which will be taking place at the Alamo Beer Hall in San Antonio, Texas, will take place Saturday, April 8th, 2023, from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. It's free and open to the public. There will be vendors, food, and beer. Some of the bands that will be there will be Upon a Burning Body. On the main stage, you have Aztec Eagles, Eyes Like Fire, Scum, The Heroine, West Creek. And on the second stage, you'll have bands like Forever For Now, Perfect Season, Silent Minority, The Broken Page, and Cauterize. Our boys in Envision will be playing the Southeast Demolition Championship Tour of 23. It'll be taking place April 6th at the Alabama Music Box. Show starts at 8, $12 pre-sale, $15 cover. And that's what we have for April of 2023. Thank you for checking out the monthly Mayhem Roundup here on the block with me, DJ JC. And don't forget, new episodes of The Brutal Block air every Tuesday at noon, right here on Super Cool Radio. Now, I send it back to Matthew Thomas.
That was the monthly Mayhem Roundup presented by DJ JC of The Brutal Block. Make sure to check out The Brutal Block every Tuesday at noon Eastern Time, right here on Super Cool Radio. But now it is time for the latest topics and news. Let's go! I'm kicking off this segment talking about one of my favorite music festivals. I feel it's very fitting since this is the 10th episode of Season 5 that we discuss Motoblot, because they will be celebrating their 10th Motoblot this year. Last year, I had the opportunity to do live coverage from Motoblot. It was a truly incredible experience. I had so much fun covering this event. I met so many incredible people, and the staff at the Cobra Lounge were truly amazing and super accommodating. Anything and everything I needed, they helped me out, and they were so nice and very professional throughout the entire weekend. I've been looking forward to this event since last year, and I can't wait for Motoblot. As I said, this is the 10th year for Motoblot, and they have a killer weekend of music, sweet-looking motorcycles and classic cars, and so much more lined up. All the action takes place at the Cobra Lounge at 235 Ashland Avenue in Chicago, June 23rd through the 25th. Last week, they announced all the bands who will be performing that weekend, and it is a sweet lineup of killer bands. The Suffragettes, the High Jivers, the Rumors, Cruella, the Super Suckers, Nashville Pussy, the Beat Creeps, Vang, Black Widows, the Crank Daddies, Awful, Sabbatha, Tiger Sex, Libretta Suede and the Motel 6, the Crombies, and the Delta Bombers are set to perform at Motoblot this year. Plus, the Vaudettes are going to be there all weekend. I will break down what is happening each day. Friday is the Kickstart pre-party from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. That day is the Credential and Wristband Pickup and the All Rise Pig Roast. On a Saturday is the Gasoline Alley Ride-In Motorcycle and Hot Rod Street Show from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Plus, the Motoblot Pinup Contest with a $1,000 first prize, and the Valhalla Custom Motorcycle Builders Challenge with a $10,000 purse, and the Moto Vendors Paddock. On Sunday is the All Rise Moto Brunch, and the Valhalla Shakedown Ride and Champion Announcement, plus the Vintage Bikini Bike Wash, benefiting Pits for Patriots. Motoblot is a rain or shine event, so please come out and show your support for this incredible event. Links for all things Motoblot, including tickets, are in the description of this podcast. Up next is the latest news about the new album from Royal Bliss. Their new album, entitled Survival, will be released on April 7th. Neil Middleton had a great description for the new album. In a time not so long ago, when the world was covered in darkness, there were songs gifted from the gods to help ease the fear and uncertainty of the future. Perfectly crafted songs meant to inspire and unite. These are those very songs. Listen closely so that you and the rest of the world may once again sleep in peace. I'm very excited to listen to Survival. The single off the album, Black Rhino, is fantastic, and I'm very pumped for the rest of the album. Going to close out this segment with a super cool radio program update. Usually, we release interviews on Mondays and Fridays. However, since this Friday will be Good Friday, we decided to release the interview with Slaves to Humanity this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. To give you guys a preview of the interview, here's a short clip. Check it out. You got to cover the No Cover show that you guys were part of. You guys were in episodes 2 and episodes 8. Or episode 10, sorry, not 8, episode 10. How was that experience performing on No Cover?
No Cover was weird. It was,
it was weird and good and crazy.
I grew up on 80s and 90s rock, like I grew up on Bush and then I grew up on Lizzie Hale, but I was like a big Guns N' Roses fan, and then I was super into Alice Cooper, and so being there was weird. And I unfortunately I have the curse of getting a little starstruck. So it's like I like the first couple hours of us being on set, I wanted to stay away from everybody, sitting in the corner, like, all right, I do not want to run into Alice Cooper and say something stupid. And evidently I did, but
you see, I have the opposite problem. I oftentimes see celebrities and people go, "Oh my gosh, that's so and so," and I go, "Wait, who is that?"
So we were very different on the set, but it was fun. We were able to bring our producer Amir, who knew everybody basically. So he showed up and it was like, oh my God, what's up, Gavin? And they hug and they're like, holy crap, what are you doing here? Like, what the fuck? So that made it easier, I think, for us.
Mm-hmm.
And the performance, I mean, the performance was awesome, and it was great to hear what those idols of ours thought of us, and the little like conversations I got to have. Like, I got to have a really in-depth conversation with Gavin after we filmed for the first episode, just about lyrics. He didn't know how old I was. And so when we played and they were giving us feedback, I think he said something along the lines of like, these lyrics feel like they were written by like a teenager or something like that. I don't know. And then he comes to find out that they were written by someone who at the time was 14. You know, I was 14 when I wrote those songs. And the first thing he did when he caught me off stage was he was apologizing profusely. He's like, I am so sorry, I did not mean it. Like, I didn't know how old you were. You guys are pretty good for your age. And I'm like, no, like, that's what you're here to do. That's what we're here for you to do to us. You know, like, don't apologize. That's not how these things go. You know, like, I want to hear you talk crap on my stuff because that's going to help me make my stuff better. Mm-hmm. He appreciated that, but it was a really good experience.
Hope you enjoyed my clip of my interview with Slaves to Humanity. The full interview will be available this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Now it's time for another edition of This Week in History. What historic events happened this week? Let's dive in. On April 2nd, 2008, Mariah Carey overtakes Elvis Presley's record of 17 number one U.S. hits with their 18th Touch My Body. Only the Beatles have more than 20 number one U.S. hits. On April 5th, 1994, Kurt Cobain commits suicide at age 27 at his Lake Washington Boulevard home. On April 6, 1974, ABBA from Sweden wins the 19th Eurovision Song Contest by performing Waterloo in Brighton, England. And that is it for this episode of Super Cool Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Any topics or news you want me to cover? Let me know in the comment section down below. I have time to feature one more song before we go. I'm going to spin a great song from Miss Arpia. It is a cover of Personal Jesus, originally performed by Depeche Mode. Personal Jesus has been a great inspiration and influence for the band. They grew up listening to Depeche Mode, and it's a song that never goes out of style. In this version, they decided to flirt with the psychobilly style, without losing the structure and the essence of the original song itself. This is Personal Jesus by Miss Arpia. Check it out and enjoy.
Reach out, touch faith. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayer, someone who cares. Your own Reach out, touch faith.
Once again, that was Personal Jesus by Miss Arpia. Please check out and support this great band. And that is it for this episode of Super Cool Radio. If you enjoyed this episode, please like this video and hit that subscribe button. I'm your host as always, Matthew Thomas. Hope you have a great rest of your day and a happy Easter. And remember, stay frosty.